Today I want to share with you guys how I conceal oily hair 5 different ways. There's actually a 6, but the 6th one is super lazy. We probably all know what that is. If you do, just write it down right now. And if you win, just pat yourself on the back. So if you're curious, this right here is my 4th day hair. I applied a little bit of dry shampoo in certain areas before we started filming because I didn't want to look like a hot mess. Currently, I am in a transitional period where I am retraining my hair, so I don't have to wash it every so couple of days. I want to go between 4 to 5 day washes because my hair is fine and we are getting into those hotter months, and I don't want to wash my hair every single day in the summer because it does produce extra oils because I'm sweating. It's a lot more humid, it's moist, so I want to make sure my hair is nice and prepared for those nice hot summer months. So these are those type of tricks and hacks that I use for those quick fixes. The first trick or hack I love doing is making sure most of my hair right here is somewhat lifted off of my scalp because that's where I get most oily, right here at the very top and around the sides of my head. I want to make sure my hair is not laying flat. So I like to do one of two things. I either like to do a really simple top knot or a really cute pompadour, something with some kind of cute bobby pins. This will help lift the hair off of the scalp. Usually what I like to do is I'll leave a little bit of the fringe out, and then I'll go slightly behind the ear, and then I'll just pick some of this hair up towards the top. I'm gonna keep it kind of loose. And then I've been loving recently little scrunchies. I got these little slip scrunchies from Sephora. They're super cute. And then I got these other really cute little bow scrunchies off of Etsy. And I'll just very quickly create a really simple top knot. Next step is I'm gonna go back in and just lift my hair off of my scalp just to make sure the hair is kind of loose. Just gonna run my fingers through my hair and mess it up, give it a little bit more volume. And that's it. Very simple hairstyle, but it still looks good and your hair doesn't look oily. One of my favorite ways to pick up some of the hair off of my scalp. All right, so the next one I like to do is create a tiny little pompadour with the hair. Just take some of this hair up. Just kind of brush it with my hands. When my hair is like 4th, 5th day, even 3rd day, I don't like to use a hairbrush too much. Fingers are great combs. Then just take a couple of bobby pins. I'm just taking big ones because I want it to look nice. This is bringing me back to like the early 2000s where pompadours were such a huge thing. But you know what? They're still cute and they work. Kind of bring up the hair. And there we go. Super cute, super simple. Hair is out of your face and it doesn't look that oily. Your hair doesn't look that crazy messy and it still looks really good. So another thing I do want to mention, obviously my hair is wavy right now. The reason why I like doing this, especially in the transitional periods, is because my hair is naturally fine and straight. So my hair looks a lot more oily when it is in its natural state. So I do want to kind of mimic and add a little bit of waves, and it does look really good with a little bit of dry shampoo on the 3rd, 4th, or 5th day. That way I don't have to use as much heat on my hair to restyle the hair. I just plop in a little bit of dry shampoo and that's what really helps me. Next step is braids. Dirty hair and braids are a match made in heaven. It's incredible, especially if you have fine hair like I do. It's one of the best things in the entire world. So I'm just gonna quickly show you guys what I like to do when my hair is ready 4th day, 5th day, and I don't feel like doing anything else, and either I'm going to the gym or I'm coming after the gym and I don't have time to wash my hair. This is what I like to do. I just like to do a very simple French or Dutch braid, or even sometimes a bubble ponytail. Those are always fun. So I'm gonna start off first. I do like to leave a little bit of fringe at the front, especially if I have a little bit of curls going on. If I don't, I'll just bring all of the hair towards the back. And then starting right here, where after the fringe, I'm gonna take a nice section of hair, just give a very quick comb through. Divide the hair into 3 sections, and you can either do a French or a Dutch braid or a fishtail braid, whatever your heart desires. Right now I'm gonna do a very simple, what do I wanna do actually? I'm gonna do a Dutch braid today. So 3 sections, do a regular braid, outer section under the middle, the other outer section under the middle, and then start adding a little bit of hair to every outer section. All right, so what I did very quickly, I kind of roughly went in and Dutch braided my hair, taking bigger sections instead of smaller. And the reason why I love braids and oily hair is because A, it camouflages, it adds texture, adds dimension to the hair. So instead of people looking at your scalp and how oily it is, they're just gonna look at how beautiful your braid is. And B, it helps lift the hair off of the scalp because we're gonna plait it or pull apart the braid, and it's just gonna give even more beautiful texture and dimension. You guys know I love that. That's why I love braids and oily hair. There's a lot of texture, there's grit, it's incredible. So you can leave your hair like this, very simple. I just tied it off with my little slip hair tie, or you can go in and really pull apart the braid nicely. I'm just gonna pull it apart a little bit, and as you guys saw, again, I did not braid it really tight because there's no need, especially when your hair is that oily. Unless you really want to, then it's just gonna be really nice and sleek if that's what you're going for. If my hair was clean and soft, it would have a really hard time pulling apart and staying because it would just go back into its shape, or the hair would just fall apart. So I would have to either add a lot of dry shampoo or dry texture to add a lot more texture and grit into my hair. But as you guys can see, it's such an easy hairstyle. It's beautiful, adds texture, dimension, and especially leaving out these little fringes in the front, you can go to dinner and your hair looks really good, you look dressed up, or you can just bring all the hair back, add a little tiny bun at the very bottom, and you're good to go to the gym. That's usually what I do. It's very simple, it's effective, and I just love braids and oily hair. Match made in heaven. So good. So the next hack, I like to change my parting lines. I think this one is the one that saves me most of the time. It's super quick, it's easy. Like right now, I've been wearing my hair pretty much in the center. What I'm gonna do, just gonna go over and just change the parting line. This will kind of help break the hair up a little bit, pick the hair up from the scalp, and just kind of change the look. And it's not gonna look so sleek down and weighed down and oily. If you wear your hair to the side, go on the opposite side or go in the middle and change it up. And then if you want to add something, just add some really cute little hair accessories. Bobby pins. And that way, this will literally look like you did it on purpose. Your hair has texture, it has a little bit of oiliness, healthiness, it has a glow. So let's bring highlight to the hair, right? And it's just super simple, it's easy, and another one that's super effective. So like I said, I am in the process of transitioning my hair from washing it from 2 to 3 days to washing it every 4 to 5 days, which sometimes is a struggle. I've started the apple cider vinegar rinse. So good. It does smell, but if you do like a deep conditioning mask right after, it actually doesn't smell that bad. And I don't mind the smell of vinegar because I like vinegar, but I am a weirdo and I don't mind it. But if you guys want to see a video on that, I've actually been really enjoying it so far. My hair feels so healthy. It feels stronger, if that makes any sense. It doesn't get as oily as fast, so I thought I'd mention that if you guys want to see a full video on that, I thought it'd be really cool. All right, so the next tip or trick I like to do, obviously, dry shampoo. I didn't want to mention that the first one because it's the most obvious one. It's dry shampoo, obviously, but because I am transitioning, I don't use as much of it, and I only use it starting on the 3rd or 4th day. That is when I really need it. Less is more in this case. For me, I personally like to use it only once or twice in a week, maybe sometimes even once or once every 2 weeks, depending how I'm transitioning my hair. So this is the one I'm trying out, R&Co. This is their Skyline Dry Shampoo Powder, and I would not recommend it if you are new to powders. It's very, very, very messy. Look at this. But it's nice, and if you are kind of accustomed with powder dry shampoos, I think you might enjoy it. So what I like to do is find those areas where my hair gets messy and know how I want to wear my hair. So if I'm going to wear my hair all the way up, I'll usually focus a dry shampoo just around the hairline. That's where it gets the most oily. If I'm going to change my parting line, if I'm wearing it in the middle, I'll spray some right here at the very top. Just like very gentle, give it barely any squirts. Just kind of run my fingers through, and then I'm gonna bring the hair over. I never like to apply dry shampoo to the very top of the parting line where my hair is gonna sit, because sometimes it can give a very white cast even if I brush it in as much as possible. This way, this just kind of helps, and then I'll bring it over to the other side and apply a little bit in places where I think I need it. And then obviously I'll apply a little bit to the crown if I'm wearing my hair down, and then like I said, around my face and where my hair meets, just very gently. I'll pick up the hair a little bit and kind of go inside, drop it, and then just brush it out very gently with my fingers. And then the one thing I always do is make sure to apply dry shampoo right here, because that's where I get the most oiliest after the gym because all the sweat is just running down. So I want to make sure if I am going to wear my hair up or even wear my hair down, a lot of the times I'll forget and then I'll look, I'm like, what? Wow, that looks bad. So make sure you don't forget this little portion right here right behind your ear and a little bit down. It's just going to make a world of difference. So sometimes I'll just do this because this one kind of helps with the pump, or what I'll take, I'll just flip my hair over and then I'll just have either Andre or I'll just kind of mimic it and feel where I'm placing the dry shampoo and just place it there. Just makes a world of difference. As you can see, I didn't spray it to the entire head because I feel that if I spray on my entire head, then my hair gets a lot more dirtier. It gets very oily a lot faster and it just looks like a rat's nest. So place it in those areas where you need to kind of camouflage and conceal, but don't place it on your entire head. That way your hair still has a lot of movement and it still has its natural oils and your hair will just look a little bit more refreshed and not weighed down. The next hack is one of my favorites. It's super simple. It's great for on the go and it's great for when you forget your dry shampoo. Oil blotting sheets. These are amazing. They're very inexpensive. I just got these from Amazon. The reason why I like this is because it blots away the oils, especially around your hairline and right on your parting line. If you feel like there's a little bit too much oil or grease happening, just take your blotting sheets and just very gently start patting. And this leaves your hair nice and clean, just a little bit. You can see just a little bit goes a long way. And this one's really great if you're gonna wear your hair in a ponytail or your hairline looks a little too oily. This right here is a really great hack. And then just go on your root or your parting line. And obviously you can go behind the ear if you don't have the dry shampoo. It's like all those places where I place my dry shampoo. That's where I'll go with the little oil blotting sheets. I'll usually go with 1 or 2 depending on how the state of my hair is doing that day or what kind of hairstyle I'm wearing. It all depends how I'm feeling, but usually just 1 or 2. So this is just one. It doesn't look too bad, but you can see, great tip, great trick. You can hide it in your purse, you can hide it in your wallet, you can take it on the go with you. They're very simple and I think this is a really great hack. And last but not least, what do you guys think the lazy hack is? For any oily hair day, any bad hair day, it's usually some kind of hat or a hair accessory. I personally love hats. I think they're a great accessory piece for any kind of outfit, and it also saves a bad hair day or a bad oily hair day. Or what I like to do is a really cute little headband. I think these are amazing, and a lot of the times I will just wear it on its own, and that way people just focus on the headband, you know what I mean? You kind of play with their eyes, even though your hair looks like a hot mess. They're like, oh, cute headband, where'd you get it? You know what I mean? There you go, you made a friend. This one is super cute. It's by the same girl that made this right here. She has such a cute shop on Etsy. I will link her down below for you guys, and they're very inexpensive and they're really great quality. And I'll usually either wear it over my ears like this, or I'll just take the hair and kind of bring it back and just wear the hair like this. And if it still looks a little bit oily, take a little blotting sheet and just blot that oil away. But there you go, another super simple hairstyle. Hair looks good, and that completes the entire video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, spending time with me and my oily hair. But for now, I will see you in the next one. I love you all very much. Bye.